Sal.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Good
to see you.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Very nice.
Double up, man. Double up.
Ho, ho! Austerity cuts have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Austerity cuts have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Austerity cuts have got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Austerity cuts have got to go.
That's Lifetime Channel. I don't know. I'll never forget.
I'm gonna grab some footage of this stuff. This is before it even starts, it's not even noontime yet. This is awesome. Sun is electric gig, oh!
For those of you that don't know, my name is Jonathan Torrens. I've made my living in film and television for the last 25 years, most of it in Nova Scotia, and I think you'll agree with me when I say I'd like to continue doing that, please. The film industry here has never been more in flux, it's true. But as the recent days have shown, the film community has never, ever been stronger. And so, friends, today we celebrate 2,700 jobs. This year projected $150 million spent in Nova Scotia by our business. Our industry is growing, our families are growing, and yes, the amount of income tax we pay is growing because this is working. I wouldn't be here today if I didn't believe with all my heart that it is. Since the sudden and unfortunate news almost a week ago that the Finance Department had made this decision without consulting our community, we've stood up and we've spoken out. We've been realistic and rational, firm but fair. From the back rooms to the front lines, from social media to the street corners, we have been telling our story to anyone who will listen, and even some who won't. We've been going about the business of telling our story, which is kind of what we do for a living. It's a good thing for this government they don't pay tax credits on sweat equity. And so we've come out today in solidarity as actors and animators, producers and caterers, cinematographers and costume designers. But we're also here as fathers and mothers, partners and spouses, and the children of aging parents who will need our help in the years to come. But most importantly today, let's be very clear. We're here as taxpayers, we're here as voters, and we're here as skilled laborers who want to stay in this place we love, doing the jobs we love, and continuing to contribute to this economy. Now this government has spun a yarn, as we say in these parts, that they've had to make the tough decision between choosing healthcare and education over the glitzy Hollywood film business. We recognize these are tough times, there's no question, and those are vital services it's important to reinforce. However, we want to keep working in our industry so we can contribute to those vital services. That's why we're here. Our children are born here in our hospitals, and yes, some of them have autism. We too want potholes fixed, maybe this year more than ever, and we're happy to help pay for that. In the wake of this unforeseen turn of events, we're left with so many questions of our elected officials. Why implement this decision so soon, throwing our summer and fall production season into chaos and denying all of us, government included, the revenue from projects that were already in the books and on the table? Why won't the Finance Department concede that this is not merely a restructuring of the current tax credit system? It renders it useless. All we're asking for is the chance to compete for movies, TV shows, and animation on a global scale. Business we know we can win, and business we want to bring right back here to our home, Nova Scotia. Asking us to simply adapt to this suggested course of action is like asking a cadaver to adapt to its new life. Not possible. And this works for us, not for you message also feels just a little condescending, doesn't it? To us, the very people that voted this government in power based on campaign promises that they made. This was information they provided that we used to make long-term financial decisions. We've bought gear, we've bought houses, we've bought cars. And just 60 million in revenue last year? I thought we wrote fiction. Where did this figure come from? We spent that on Chris Brothers' pepperoni on the last season of Trailer Park Boys alone. These are reasonable questions and ones that we deserve to have answers for. Now the good news is some people are listening. I've gotten condolences from MLAs from all of the parties, as I know you have. I've gotten kudos from other parents at my kids' preschool on how our community has responded to this cultural atrocity with grace. I've gotten calls from the unlikeliest of places, the conservative leader in PEI, for example, who called to see how we'd feel if they just copied Nova Scotia's tax credit and invited us over there. Know why he did that? Because it works. Just think, July 2nd, we could all be on PEI shooting a movie of the week. I should have consulted them. The Diana Whalen story. Leah Johnson, Mark Austin, and I met with Bill Casey. He's our Liberal candidate yesterday. In fairness, he actually sought out the meeting and he really listened to what we had to say. Refreshing. He concluded that our stories were powerful. We know this. And that's what this afternoon's about. Over the next few hours, you'll meet people from all facets of this industry who will share what they and this province stand to lose if this budget goes through. You'll hear why it matters. Look, we're filmmakers and storytellers. We love a happy ending. All we're proposing is that this government continue to work with us to come up with a viable way to get back to the business of show business, because if you haven't noticed, we know how to put on a pretty good show. But it's not just show business we're here to celebrate, it's small business. To those of you here because our industry supports your coffee shops, local ones, clothing boutiques and hardware stores, we share your concern, and don't worry, just know we'll continue to support you after this is all behind us. To those of you here from the general public, your overwhelming support in recent days means so much to all of us. From all of us to all of you, thank you. I look out into this crowd and I see so many friends and idols and mentors. And I realized, you know what? We've achieved what we set out to do all those years ago. We've established Nova Scotia as a world-class production center for film, TV, animation, and digital media. We did it. And so today we celebrate forestry, farming, fishing, and film. It's what we do in this part of the world. It's who we are. So Mr. Trudeau, if you can hear us at the conveniently timed last-minute visit to the library that we helped pay for, why don't you come on over? We'll be serving up some political hot potato all afternoon long. You might know them best as Ricky, Julian, and Bubbles, but today they're here as parents, taxpayers, and voters. Mike Smith, Rob Wells, and Jean-Paul Tremblay.
Jean-Paul Tremblay, everybody.
Yes. Let's put on a bit of weight.
Otherwise known as Pat Roach.
Thank you.
I don't know exactly why they put us up here first to follow like the best speaker in the world, Jonathan Torrens. Let's hear it for Jonathan Torrens, everybody. I think maybe if Jonathan, I think we should elect Jonathan Torrens as premier. He's a really good speaker.
And he's honest. Well, I guess the first thing I want to say is just thank you so much for all the support here today. It's amazing. And all the rest of the support from Nova Scotia, all of Canada, and even internationally. It's been incredible. And we definitely want to make a difference here today. So thank you all for coming out. It's incredible.
Yeah, everybody give yourselves a hand for like the unbelievable support since this thing sort of started. Thank you, guys. We've been in the film industry for, what, 15, 16?
Over 15 years here in Nova Scotia, yes.
And in the last 2 seasons alone, we've spent quite a few dollars in the province here.
Budgets of over $15 million for the last 2 seasons and 3 specials, all shot here in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
12 million spent right here in Nova Scotia. 10 million actually spent in the town of Truro.
And I can't even wager how much was spent at the bars.
Restaurants, hotels, fuel, even car repairs.
Cheeseburgers. Anyway, so yes, like Jonathan said, all we're really hoping for here is that, a willingness from the government to work with us and come up with a viable way to keep this industry alive. So obviously, the way to do that is exactly what you guys are doing, showing up here and showing that people care. So
that's right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, everybody.
Pat, end with a big zinger. You're on.
Well, I've worked here for 15 years in this industry. Loved every minute of it, and I mean, the people that I've met, from every member of the crew to the general public to people that want to be extras, it's just amazing. And I can't believe that we are actually having to do this right now. I'm in a moment of disbelief. Like, I just went through a divorce. So any single ladies who want a guy who doesn't have a friggin' job, who just bought a house that I would never have friggin' done if I had known that this type of stuff would have been going on. And I feel like crying, but right now I also feel like hugging every single one of you guys out there. I think this is what it's all about. This is Nova Scotia. We just want to work here. We love it here. Anyway, I'm going to go cry. I love you guys.
J-Rock, baby!
The pain from this decision will be felt from Lewisburg to Lunenburg, from Halifax to Hammonds Plains. This is not a big city issue. This is not...
On Codco, since 1986 I've been working here, and I am so impressed with this province. I'm so impressed with our community here. I have always hold such respect for this industry in this province. It's unbelievable. It's a lot of people working quietly and working diligently and keeping our culture alive. And in my heart, in my mind, all I see is, what do they think they're doing destroying that? People telling their stories. It's what you do when all the hard part is over. You look to the stories of each other, and everybody here works so that these stories can be told. Everybody works and everybody pays goddamn taxes. I just feel so much affection and so much respect for the province of Nova Scotia.
Climbing up the walls. Did you come to watch me come down? Did you come to watch me come down? Climbing up the walls, I've been climbing up the walls. Did you come to watch me come down? Did you come to watch me come down? Climbing up the walls, hey!
Ladies and gentlemen, step up and sign the petition, please. Sign the petition.
Basically shoulder to shoulder. Hey CJ, all right, we got it. Perfect.
Okay, we'll do guess who's with the bird. Chicken, that's the government.
Yeah, you know chicken, that's the government, exactly. Oh, the extra security, they're getting extra paydays today. Everybody's getting paid because of us. Killing me, man. You guys even worse, but thank you very much for coming. Making signs.
Hi dear, how are you? Good dear, good. First I want to thank everyone here who's working so hard to make this happen, dear. You know, I'm glad to see you all here. You look good. Most of you. Now will someone please tell me what in the name of God is going on here? Hey? When my husband Gordy told me that this government was threatening to cut the bejesus out of the Nova Scotia film tax credit, I told him, Gordy, get over to your doctor's office, have them check your meds. I cannot believe it, dear. I'm sure that not one of us was expecting to be parading around Province House, dear, fighting to save a thriving industry. An industry, dear, that employs over 2,000 hard-working taxpayers. But here we are. Now, just in case there is anyone present who doesn't fully understand how important and successful this industry is, let me address that, dear, by quoting a Stephen McNeil, who was so concerned with the maintenance and growth of our industry that he gave his word that, quote, a new Liberal government will expand the film tax credit and the digital media tax credit. Must have been a different Stephen McNeil. And we also have this, dear. This is from a Diana Whalen. And I quote, "The film industry in our province is worth millions of dollars." She goes on to add, ladies and gentlemen, "This tax credit we've had in place for almost 20 years. We were the first province to have it, and it's been a good thing." She also adds, "I don't know what has gone wrong with the Department of Finance." Must be a different Diana Whalen. Anyway, I want to thank them both for stating so clearly how essential our industry is. The Nova Scotia Film Tax Credit helps to offset labor costs in our province, making Nova Scotia a very, very attractive place to create international and local productions. With this cut, ladies and gentlemen, this Liberal government will be leaving us with one of the least attractive tax credit programs in North America. Now, to put this...
I know, I walked all the way from Hartfield, right? Really? Oh my God.
Hey, he's here to support.
I have people coming from Calgary, Ohio, Boston, and the Ukraine to Nova Scotia just to see where Trailer Park Boys is shot. And I don't even like people coming over, and I'm just one person.
I work hard. How you doing, folks?
Businesses. Healthcare and education is vital to us. Our kids go to school here. Our ailing, aging parents will require healthcare. We'd like to help. Because if we move to another province, that's going to be pricey for you. Some rumors that there are close to 5,000 people here. Film industry professionals, local business owners, and local citizens who just know that this is not the course of action. And students, of course, well said. The students are cinematographers, actors, and animators of tomorrow. Let's be very clear, folks. The moment this was announced last Thursday, there was an instant and devastating impact from this suggested course of action. Animating jobs were threatening to leave. Movies were canceled. 22 minutes might move. That's not the Nova Scotia I want to live in. Here to speak more to that, please welcome.
It's good to have, right? Where's the room?
Hi, my name is Nancy Rose, and I play Audrey Parker.
Rallies, I love rallies, drinks all around, mate.
For the last 5 years.
The people are smiling. Exactly what it has to do with anything. Unless it's Randy's. Unless that's Randy's giant hamburger.